Dan Henderson, of course, one of the true legends of the MMA, if you follow the sport, the only man to ever hold 2 championship belts in 2 different weight classes at the same time. And also Herschel Walker, formerly known as the one of the greatest NFL players, but now has switched over to the MMA. Gentlemen, welcome to the studio.
Thanks.
All right, so Herschel, my first question for you would be, you're crazy enough to run around and play football for a living. What would make you, I'm sure this has been asked, what would make you want to take off pads and then get in the ring and beat people up?
You know, for years I wanted to be considered a great athlete, and you know, I thought I was until this MMA thing came out, and I've been looking up to people like Dan and all the guys in the MMA world, and I said, guys, I'd love to give it a shot. And a couple of years ago, when I got my company straight, I had some time on my hands, so I decided to give it a chance.
But well, a couple of years ago, at 45?
Well, we don't want to say how old I was.
I mean,
at
at 25?
Yeah, you know, I wanted to try to prove to all the women out there that, you know, a lot of men, when they get in their 40s, start saying they can't do anything, but I'm here to tell them that's not true. They can still do things, so make them do it anyway.
And this, the gloves that you signed for us are the actual gloves you wear in the ring, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They hurt.
No, they do hurt, and you know that's what's so unique about it.
You would think that, you know, they're padding. Oh, they might hurt.
Well, you just got to
bit.
duck. You just got to duck. You try not to get hit.
Is it true that the padding is actually so you guys don't break your hands? It's not to lessen the blow. It's so you guys don't get hurt, right, Dan?
Yeah, I think it protects the hand more than the face.
I've seen that a little
sure,
bit.
yeah.
Talk a little bit about, for those of us who don't know a whole lot about the MMA, talk a little bit about how big of a deal it is that you held the 2 different belts in the 2 different weight classes at the same time. I mean, try to relate
you know,
it to us.
At the time, when they offered me, you know, a fight at the weight class above against Vanderlei Silva that I had lost to maybe 5 years before that, you know, I was like, yeah, I'd love to fight him again. A day later, I said, well, is it for the title? And they said, yeah, you know, of course. And I didn't even think about, you know, it'd be cool to have 2 belts, but I didn't even think it was that big of a deal until after I got it done. And everybody was making a big deal about it, that it's never been done before. I didn't think that that was as huge as it was, and it still hasn't been done since.
How big of a weight jump was it?
It's a 20-pound difference, or 23 pounds in pride. You know, so it was went from 183 having the title there up to 205. So,
and see, he's being very modest because it's a huge deal, not just it's a huge deal because at those different weight classes it makes a big difference, and to do that because you're not guys going to have to cut weight. That means they're going to lose a lot of strength, and these guys are at the top of their field. So when he had to go down and wait and come back up, that's a big deal.
Well, and this is going to be, Herschel, your second bout, right?
Yes, my second fight.
What weight do you?
I'm at a heavyweight. I'm at the worst weight class you can be at. Because, you know, I'm not really a true heavyweight. I'm not a true 205 or so. That's the reason I say I admire these guys because you know, I'm in this because I enjoy doing it. I want to bring some recognition to the sport. But if I can ever hold a championship belt, that's never. But I say I want to do this and have fun at it. But I admire guys like this here because this is a very fierce, it's a very good sport.
Like you said, good sport, MMA, great sport, NFL. Is there a difference between the two? I mean, physically.
Oh, I think this is a lot tougher. I think this is probably the toughest training I've ever done in my life. You know, and I'm a person that know about training. I've been doing it. You know, I trained myself since I was a little boy. And when I got into this, and I've been in martial arts for a long time. But when I walked to my first MMA camp, I couldn't believe how sore I was. And this is, you know, I went up to some of the guys and I was asking them if they were sore because I thought I was getting old. I thought I needed to get out of this sport. I may be too old for it. They told me they were sore too, so it made me feel better. But I tell you what, it is probably the most toughest training I've ever done.
It's the Rockstar Energy Drink Showtime, and Strikeforce presents Henderson versus Babalu.
You can't lose to a guy named Babalu.
Babalu?
I mean, that's one.
Sounds like
right
an
there.
ice cream pop.
you know, he's been around the sport a long time too. I fought him 10 years ago, 11 years ago. So he's definitely been around a while. I beat him by decision, so I think he's wanting a little bit of rematch. But
it's live at the Scottrade Center, Saturday, December 4th. Tickets begin this Wednesday at 10, goes through Thursday night at 10 o'clock. The point pre-sale. Point pre-sale password is KPNT MMA. Listeners get $5 off all price ranges.
And also for all the other information, Scottrade Center box office or Ticketmaster.com, where you can call 800-745-3000 And like you said at the beginning of this, never thought I'd say this, but buy some tickets to watch Herschel Walker go fight. And Dan Henderson, obviously. Good luck, you guys.
I
Thanks,
was very
guys.
impressed with him in his first fight.
Really,
He did a great job, and I think a lot of people were curious on how he'd do, and he went out there and definitely showed some skills, and he's still learning, and I think he can do a lot more in the sport.
You're holding your own. No one's messing with you, Herschel.
Well, I was trying. One thing that I did, and that's why I say I respect these guys, because I put my life in their hands, and I told the guys at the gym, I said, guys, you know what? I'm gonna come in and work out with you guys. If you don't think that I can do it, I won't do it. There's no shame in my game. I want to respect this sport, but at the same time, I want you guys to respect me. And if y'all don't think I can do it, I won't fight. And they said, Herschel, you can do it, and that's the reason I stepped in.
Right on. Well, best of luck to both of you guys. Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.